What's up, beautiful souls? Welcome in. This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle 33. I am a psychic medium for those of you that don't know, an intuitive. I am a cowgirl. I am a general contractor. I am a mom of 5 beautiful children. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and tuning in. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I want to welcome everybody back in. I love you guys. If you're working, I hope you're having a great day at work. We're going to check out the current energy. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity, guidance. Starseed family. Ancient wise one within, I call on you now. Yeshua. Archangel Michael. Mary Magdalene. I heard the Mother Spirit. Guardians of the Lights. Light Army, thank you. Alright, let's see what's going on in the energy. And then let's get some advice. I love you guys. What's up? Matthew! What's up? Christina! Hello! I missed everyone too. Let's see if we can't get ourselves into some messages. Of the great, great beyond. For those of you who don't know, I channel messages. It could be a song, it could be something that I say that could have something to do with what you're going through. These are just signs and synchronicities. I open myself up as a being of light with the help of my galactic family, my starseed family, ascended masters, those my higher self. Anything that comes out, I allow myself to be creative, open up, and just messages to flow. What up, Zerdik? Hey, I haven't forgot about you guys, by the way. If you guys are waiting on a personal read from me, know that if they're recorded, they have to upload, and it takes forever. If they're live, they go through a lot faster. So thank you guys for being patient. I haven't forgot about you. For those of you that have had to reschedule with me, be looking for emails. I will be getting on that. Hi from Freely. You're so amazing. Thank you. Just Fred's XX. Okay. Zerdik, I'm good. I cannot complain. I have been kayaking out in the mountains. I have been side-by-siding. I've seen some of the coolest, oldest gold mines. I've seen this huge hole that went down into the earth. I'll have to post it on here. They call it the voice hole here in Idaho. And it just goes forever. I mean, God only knows what the hell's down there. I want to get a GoPro and a real long rope and get a light on there and see. What's up, Pre Anthony Nelson? All right, guys, so let's have some fun here, and let's see what we got. Let's check out the energy of the collective. You are on the look for something collective. I heard the old gray mare just ain't what she used to be. Somebody is having a moment to look at all the shit in your garden. Who's there? Why? What you need, what you don't. The All-Father. I heard the All-Father. For some of you too, like, I was just listening to another reader, and he was talking about, do you really think God would give you beautiful gifts to humanity, whatever your gifts are that you feel through in your awakening, and then throw you in a pit of hell? So that we'll just throw you in a pit. It's totally blinked out right there. Pit of hell, and you'd be persecuted for it and go to the devil. You know, and he's like, no, that's just one more way for people to be controlled. And I see somebody out here, when you look at the 7 of Pentacles, who's seeing what's in their garden. Belief systems, patterns, behaviors, people around them. What's up, guys? Welcome in. 14-4. Thanks, guys, for hitting the like button. I want to say for some of you, too, you have the whole world in your hands right now. You're a very powerful manifester. The Hierophant out here. Dude, this card reminds me of Wes. Does it not? When I see this card, it reminds me of Wes off of the Galactic Lion 144. He's a reader, dude, and he's friggin' awesome. You guys are gonna check him out. Zerdik, hi. That's funny. For those of you guys that watch Wes, I love it. Oh, Wes, I love you, brother. Wow. Look closer. There's 2 keys here. The penance. No, really look close. That really does look like Wes. It's crazy. See these keys down here? I don't know how to turn off that autofocus. Let's get deeper. I feel like this is going to be galactic, guys. Tell me more about this energy. The celestial insights that we need. Oh, damn. It's about to go down. You are looking good. You are looking in your power. It's like, I don't even think for some of you, you realize the capabilities that you really have. The gifts that I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the guidebook for this, and I'm just seeing the eye. You know, your third eye is wide open. It's like you could be seeing other things that you weren't previously seeing. I see somebody who like sees like heat waves, spirits almost, you know, or is able to peek into a different realm. Whether this is with your third eye and your physical eyes open, definitely there's foresight here. There's an ability to, it's Akashic. So that's tapping into, I feel like others, there's somebody here who does that for others, who goes into the Akash, whether this is as a guide or this is as a shaman holding space, or somebody that takes you on these journeys. There's definitely out-of-body experiences happening here. And look, too, it's like even if two people are working together, and I say that whether this is in the physical realm or whether this is in the spirit. Hola, Zenex. Casey, thank you. I got my reading, watched it in pieces, but hopefully this week I will watch straight through. Thank you so much. You're welcome. That was a freaking awesome read. Talk about galactic. I was like, whoa, I did not expect to tap into that. That was some good stuff. Thank you for your love and support, you guys, with the personal reads. I love doing that. That was a cool read. I'm glad you like it. I hope you get time to sift through it. So funny you come up right now as I'm talking about this. No coincidences. So is somebody here? I heard pertaining to. I heard Star Watcher. And look, he's got like, it looks like a metal detector, and it almost looks like he's looking for those stars down there. You know what I mean? He's got the one tool that calls all the star seeds to the yard. My magnet brings the star seeds to the yard. Look at that. He's got a bag full of them. He's obviously looking for something. He's collecting things. There's a lot to collect from, but it looks like he walks through a portal. You know? And then as I'm looking at these two here, I heard Allfather. And what did I say? Mother something when I said Mary Magdalene here. Remember, we're just talking about energies here. So these are energies that could be around you that you're working with. Maybe you are, you know, these connection here is very vast. You're on the precipice, I hear. You're on the precipice. Tell me more, like the sea have a far. The Hierophant. Archangel Shamuel. Thank you. Surrender comes out. See the number 3 and 0. Guidance from the Hierophant. Sometimes letting go brings the greatest change. Are you feeling out of control? Surrender to the flow and trust in the universe's plans. Peace will come when you release your grip. See, the pieces will come when you release your grip. I'm asking about the energy that you're in. What do we need to know for the highest good? Other messages from the divine. For the highest good. Twin flame. Damn. Got the King of Wands and the Hierophant here. And I've got somebody sitting in between these two with the 7 of Pentacles. Twin flame pops out. A real twin flame relationship is intense and transformative. Are you struggling with a deep connection? This relationship challenges you to grow and evolve on a soul level. And it feels like somebody's coming out of the dark night of the soul here. Maybe this is, you know, for some of you. I want to say the greatest teacher that you will ever have is yourself when you listen to your higher self. When we can listen to that voice and gain the spiritual insight and the clarity here. You know, there's lots of messages here that come out. To me, the twin flame is that that fire that ignites within me. You know, you learn how to grow it, to harness it, and to hold it within. Evolving on a soul level, surrendering. Okay, so are you letting go here? And that must have already been flipped over. Infinite possibilities. See, and I talked about the Akashic record, tying things back, being able, it's foresight. It's foresight. And energy is always fluid, but it's like if this is a rehearsal, or you know what a rehearsal. I heard it's a quantum leap. It's a quantum leap. You are at the threshold of infinite possibilities. The universe is opening up new paths for you. Break free from old limits and explore the unknown. The potential ahead is grander than you think. It's not grander, it's fucking greater. 911 as I look at the clock. 911. The 9/11. That was a time of a great awakening. Intense feelings. Your emotions are stronger than usual right now. Are you experiencing a wave of emotional intensity? Allow yourself to feel and express these emotions, releasing them to bring you further peace. And I put that by the twin flame. I'm hearing the name Jerry, Jessica, and number 33. 1221, Adam, Mary, the name Mike, Edward, the name Edward, transformation. Okay, so this is what we're talking about here. The Hierophant, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. This tells me you are, with the light up here, with the light, with the eye, third eye open, this transformation. I started to look at the bottom of the deck. Grace is the universe's blessings. Open your heart to receive it. Okay, so you're releasing something here to receive something else. With the infinity sign, that's the giving and receive. It's eternal. It's in a balance. It's an equal give and take. Twin. You could be doing this at the same time as somebody else, whether this is in the physical realm or you're working with somebody in this way. My heart just like, I just felt my heart chakra blow right open right now. It was exciting. It felt thrilling. Like, you remembered. You know, I heard you remembered. Do you remember me yet? Don't you remember? The reason you loved me before. Baby, come back to me. And release comes out right as I say that with universal wisdom. Damn, this is some tricky stuff you got going on here. And I want to say tricky because I feel like for some of you, you guys have been on this path with universal wisdom here. You feel very emotionally intelligent. You harness a great deal of, I'm hearing gifted discernment. So with that being here, I feel like you're somebody who's had to know this flow and to be in this cosmic wave of energy, you have to know how to give and receive. What comes around goes around. I want to say for some of you, and this sounds so cliche, but you're about to see the seeds you've planted on a huge level. You're awakening one. You're deeper into your discernment, and it's like I'm hearing full throttle. Full throttle, eye wide open. You know, this goes much, much bigger than, you know, these higher evolutionary future descendants of ourselves, right? Evolutionary descendants of ourselves, the extraterrestrial, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it, this intelligent design, however. Okay, I think the intelligent, we're not going to get into all of that. Do I feel like somebody has a tendency to do that? You know? It's like I heard sit in the seat of your own soul. Sit in the seat of your soul. Twin flame. Surrender and release are here. Sometimes letting go brings the greatest change. And are you feeling out of control? Surrender to the flow of the trust in the universe's plan. Peace will come when you release your grip. Release the past burdens and embrace the new beginnings. So I'm like, wonder what you need to let go of here. there's infinite possibilities. The fact that there are there, especially with the Seven of Pentacles here, to me, that's like my spiritual vending machine. You know what I mean? There's an abundance. There's an abundance of intelligence. I feel like some of you, this is your purpose, is to have these very deep transformations. I mean, even when I look at the colors and the depth and the darkness, like, you've definitely gone some places sitting in the seat of your soul. You know, have felt so much. I just keep hearing surrendering. And maybe if this is what the surrendering is, having a specific outcome or wanting to... It's like your emotions are strong. Emotions are... You might be taking off here lately or soon and just needing to internalize some deep feelings that you have. Some deep feelings that you have within yourself about certain specific situations, or I just keep hearing an upgrade. You know, you're just naturally ready for this next step. Somebody here is walking into the role as the teacher, and I'm being told it's going to take some patience. You know, we get frustrated when we're being taught by things in life, and we all, at one time or another, the teacher or the guy getting the lesson. And being a teacher, I mean, it takes, I'm seeing the number 300 here. 308, 300, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. I heard what in the Voldemort fuck? The Lord of the Rings. Hearing Sacred Cove. Okay, let's look at this. For those going through this awakening, for those having these intense feelings, infinite, eternal, and past life with the crop circles come out again. I'm going to get into this Mystic Martian deck and just see as a collective whole. This releasing. Some of you, you know, I just keep hearing time travel coming and going, and I can't help but see that when I look at this guy right here. It's like he just shows up and collects, and then goes. He knows exactly what he's looking for, where it's at. I said star seeds, you know, star seeds. I heard, you heard what I said, damn it. Okay, on the soul, okay, when we're having these out-of-body experiences, because I'm feeling that here, when this traveling, what are we looking at here? Sometimes it's hard for me to have the words in English to ask, you know, I don't know, because it's like the soul, oh my gosh. Again, the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation is here. Thank you, Dua. What's up, Alicia? Been missing me some Casey. I love you guys. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. The Galactic Federation, number 22. Listen to Spotify. What time is it? My nose is itching like crazy. It's 7. 2:05. Ashtar Command. Ashtar Command. And I keep seeing these numbers. Look at it too. And I know it's going to be backwards for you guys, but as I'm looking at it, I see all these O's, and it's like they're trying to tell me, and I see them down here, 8000. But it's all zeros, because it's talking about infinite. Where the hell did that 3 go? Okay, so it goes 3 up by the feathers, 0 looks like two fucking Cheerios, and a flame, and then you have these over here. And then as I look closer, portals. Patterning. I am hearing the name Patty. Patty. Patty cake bakers, man. Sorry, Galactic Federation. They gotta love me. Oh, they've gotta love me. Who else is the collective working with here? What's this being guided by and for what? For the highest good of all. For those deep, spiritual awakeners. The Mercury, god dang, 2233. And the Viscus Pisciscus. And I had this, I had this book of mandalas. And that was in there. It looks a little different than in that one. Divine Feminine, Birthing and Fertility. The Mercury, Movement, Long Distance, Travel, Excitement. And the Galactic Federation, Collaborations, Meeting, and Community. Moving long distances. Movement. Oh, I see. I see. Somehow your Mercury is very prevalent here. Light beings with the movement through the light body. It's sacred geometrical shapes, the mandala. And I'm seeing the third eye, so this is a place that it's within. It's interdimensional. It's very interesting. For some of you, it is completely like out of body, to control the body from outside of it. Very skilled. Because of the Mercury buzz, sometimes I think of the twin flame as the Mercury, the triangle that goes up, right? Feminine and masculine, the triangle that goes down in the middle of the body here, the light body. We all have this orb that we travel and move within. So this definitely is telling me, I don't know if you're not remembering that you're doing this, you know, because her eyes are closed. So perhaps you are doing this in a dream state and you're not quite aware yet of these out-of-body experiences that you guys are having. The Grays. Utilitarian, organized, intimidating. Look, and see that body back there? She's going into the, wherever the fuck she's going. So I was talking about abductees. Abductees. Maybe I was thinking it in my mind. Yeah. Somebody here, like, you know, Zerdik, I don't know why I'm feeling you right now, but just very, I think you almost kind of like, somebody here irritates other, because you're very wise being, you know. I don't know if you've left something somewhere in a dream or placed something somewhere, or you've done some sort of cloaking on it. I want to say it's imprinted within your own patterning, and that's protected with the orb here. Somebody wants you to surrender. Alright, let's look at this. What we got with here. We got the Galactic Federation out here helping with this movement in the Mercury. On the soul level. On the soul level. You are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you here. You're Stacy, darling. On the soul level. Because remember, we're coming to grow the soul too. So, that we know of, right? That we all know of. That's why we're here and we go through the bullshit. And it does. It grows wisdom, you know. This is like freaking Mr. Miyagi's house down here on this planet. Wax on, wax off. Oh, I fucking get it. You know? It's like training day every day. Day. On the soul level. Value. Focus on things of value and emotion. Look into the depths of your emotion. There's a lot of things here about trapped emotions. I'm hearing trapped emotions. The Mercury. It's just so crazy. I know, but it's like you're in plain daylight working with these beings. I can see orbs going around my room in many places just as soon as I start talking about this. In plain sight. It's like they can freeze time, or other people, you know, just with a move of a finger, wipe memory, you know. Everything can be on pause, and then, but it's like you forget after. I don't know why these communications are happening. It's like it's being protected for now. I really don't understand it. See, and I heard this a while ago, being groomed for a new position. I'm also hearing documentary. Collaborations, meeting, and community. Collaborations. Collaborations with gratitude here. Symbology seems to be very important. Symbology is always important. You know, and for some of you, I can see you, you know, getting into staring at mandalas or using them as a guide for meditational purposes. Looking at some sort of patterning. Look at the bottom, I've got love here. Brings back, like I said, there's something here with your emotional intelligence that's playing out on a, you know, has to do with the star seeds, the system. All right. You're not alone comes out. So this is a message of overcoming obstacles, okay? You're stepping into a new realm of, they're saying it to me as envisionment. Envisionment, I don't even know if that's a word. Envisioning. The frontal lobe cortex. It starts, I just see so many different layers. Colors. It's really interesting. I'm seeing the Merkaba like this, but they're showing it to me like this, and it's sixth dimensional. Sixth dimensional. I'm going to read from that. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a minute. I'm going to read from this Done Dear book. Merkaba 33. And I channeled that before I even seen that. Some crazy cards in this deck. This is called the Martian's Oracle. Merkaba, here we go. Mystic Martian's Oracle. The Merkaba means to ride and is an ancient Jewish mystic practice that explains the geometric mechanics of interdimensional travel. Okay. It is often referred to as the chariot. The Merkaba is the divine light vehicle that contains the crystalline matrix energy when activated and in full motion. Mer is light, Ka is spirit, Ba is body. Merkaba. The Merkaba is two interlocking, three-dimensional tetrahedron grid energy forces that are counter-rotating and spinning until they form a divine orb. Force of light spinning at light speed. Wheels within wheels. And that's how they were showing it to me with the layers. It is speculated certain highly advanced extraterrestrials have mastered this natural consciousness technology. Damn. So it is traveling out of the body. With this, you're not alone in the Galactic Federation here. The Book of Ezekiel makes reference to the Merkaba and describes it as a sort of flying box of wings that forms the parameter of the chariot. And an angel-like, an angel likeness of a man driving the wheeled chariot. This card represents movement, vehicle, out-of-body experiences, long-distance travel, ascended consciousness, Kundalini activation, charging ahead, action, excitement, trip, traveling to foreign places. Wow. You guys have been busy. You know, I know we read the Galactic Federation the other night. 22 and 33. Master numbers. And it's very interesting. They were talking about both 3D. I'm not going to nerd out on camera. I love this stuff. This stuff is so, I love it. I like learning new stuff. Number 22. Paging Dr. Herman. The Galactic Federation of Light was founded over 4.5 million years ago to prevent interdimensional dark forces. These are interdimensional dark forces, totally dominating our Milky Way galaxy. They are benevolent beings of many star systems that travel to many galaxies and, in some cases, multiverses. Their mission involves peacefully carrying out cosmic assistance to all willing beings facing fated and unfated cosmic phenomena. What the hell does that mean? The Galactic Federation intercede with Earth councils, solar councils, and with the Great White Brotherhood of Ascended Masters. They are generally based in the Sirius star system and travel throughout this galaxy, universe, and occasionally beyond. They have over 200,000 Confederation members from countless planets. They have enormous fleets of starships at their disposal with highly sophisticated, sentient, interdimensional technology. The motherships are self-contained worlds. Their ships can dematerialize or cloak if need be. They have been visiting Earth for millions of years with strong, ancient connections to the Terra human species. The Galactic Federation are participating with the ongoing consciousness paradigm shift of cosmos that affect our galaxies of the universe. For coherent development reasons, they follow the non-interference law by distant or cloaked monitoring. I think we've all felt that before. Only when threatened with potential threats or dangers that will destroy an entire planet can they interject. The Federation has to interject on Earth's cosmic development a few times already. This card means you're collaborating. Alliances, meetings, teamwork, travel, monitoring, community, in group dynamics. So, I wonder if does anybody else have pain in their spine? Between their shoulder blades up by their neck? I started to feel that. Wow. Okay, so you're definitely getting some stuff done here in that way, right? Interdimensional travel. Interdimensional travel. I'm in the wrong deck. Okay, and I'm hearing like repairing the DNA, repairing the genetics. Emotions come out here, and emotional intelligence has a lot to do with it. Yeah, childhood wounds that are out here. And I said, it's like gathering the seeds, the star seeds. You're not alone comes out with the childhood wound. I think there's a vast majority of you that always had these interactions with these interdimensional beings of light off and on throughout your childhood. Very much so. You know, I think some of you might have even remembered being dropped off, or, you know, having blips of your childhood times where you don't remember, you know, a couple years from like 7 to 11, or, you know, weird occurrences like that. Maybe you've had freak accidents happen where you've survived, or you shouldn't have, you know, if not once, twice, or 3 times. You know, feeling very alone as a child, very misunderstood. Most starseeds do. Yeah, we're very ascended. We've, you know, as starseeds, we've come and gone, and we know how to live on evolved planets. We know how to use consciousness. We know oneness and wholeness, you know. And when we come back to this planet, sometimes it's really hard to be in that state, that a deep remembrance of what that was before, whether you're Pleiadian or whatever you've been in past lives, knowing that. You know, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is a very renowned, if you're not now, you will be a very renowned shaman. You already are. It's just like once you start to put this into practice, you're definitely going to be working with sacred geometry in that way. They're showing me like, you guys remember the tea? It's like a ball, you put your tea in and then you close it if you don't have tea bags. They're showing me a sphere like that. And it's spinning really fast, and then as it spins, it's like these rings open up in it. And I kind of channeled this before. And I don't know if this is like, because I don't know, but I mean, obviously we've all heard that extraterrestrials fly ships with their consciousness, right? There's no gas or steering wheel. It's like, it's free, it's energy. They use their mind. So, I mean, it's just very beautiful energy that's out here as far as the deep connectedness. I do want to look at what this releasing is, and then focusing on things of value, what might be interrupting that, because you are definitely working with, I think this has to do, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time getting my words out. Patterns. This has to do with patterns and breaking through those patternings. You have a lot of guidance and help here. It's just like, but you on the emotional level, you have to, that's what you came to master on a very specific, this is a very specific message, is to master the emotions. That is where the energy is. That's what they're telling me. That's where all the energy is. It's within the emotions. A magnitude of it. They're saying a magnitude, the emotions, just whether it's deep love or concentration. It's like I'm literally seeing somebody with a ball of energy, in their hands, or using their emotion and intention in a very powerful, very mystical way. I'm talking to some very, very old souls, those that I feel like I'm talking to some that already are working with other councils of light, and you understand that. If not, obviously, on ships or in that way, as of yet, through cloaked, I don't know how to say it. It's like the body can just transform and then appear a certain way, because it has to do with the frequency in the way that the eyes pick up on the vibration of it. It's very advanced technology. It's like, I don't even know. This stuff goes really deep as far as how many times we've had encounters, literally, with other extraterrestrial beings or highly advanced beings that, they talked about, even with the motherships, their, cloaking mechanisms. I mean, and see, this guy is like, just comes through this portal here, and I don't know, I said there's something here just about star seeds and learning how to use centrifugal force within your being. Look into the depths of your emotions, because they're saying that's where this is. Where is that new deck? I've got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is very grounded energy. With the emotions, it's like putting them into the ground or using nature in that way to anchor. They're saying your roots are deep and long, far, far, far reaching, and it's just like envisioning how deep your roots go into this earth and into and ask for the awakening in that consciousness and that level of consciousness. It feels like to be able to get to that, though, there is some something to do with valuing the system of emotions. With infinite possibilities here. It's like, I want to say, some of you are going to really discover a very supernatural way of connecting that is very sacred to you, and it's in ways you bring your own messages to this planet, to this earth, or what you need to do. I said a while ago, it does feel like there's been a lot of communications about your spiritual path, your spiritual journey here. You've gone through a lot of tests of, it feels like, where you would have to let go and step outside of a lot of comfort zones for you. And I think for the person or collective that this is resonating with, letting go of some of the hardest stuff you have to do, whether especially when it feels like a memory or emotions. And with my face itching, I want to say it's passed on loved ones with transformation here. When we lose people we love, and we're young, or we're, however, whether it's tragic or not, I think the biggest misconception about death is that nobody, why do you think scientists do all these? They want to know, where does the soul go? When it comes out of the body, where does the soul go? A lot of Christians say, oh, there's heaven and hell, there's this or that. There's speculations, those that have had the near-death experience. Was that a travel through consciousness? Where was your soul? Were you in your soul? Nobody knows. And that's the thing about spirituality, is we're trying to connect with something that's already within us, though we'll go all the way outside of us to connect with that. Feels like the awakening here is that this Mercuba, your light body, you're able to surrender to that, with the twin flame being here and surrender coming out. The feather to me is always angelic guidance. You know, and my little girls call aliens angels. And they're 1 and 3. So, you know, they've come from the other side a lot. You know, they're still in that, the veil's open for them. They can still see spirits. They still see, you know, they're so pure. You know, so when my kids say stuff like that, I listen and tune in to what they say, because they know a lot. Release the past burdens and embrace new beginnings. I'm wondering what this is for the past burdens here, because it feels very, very prominent. The Ten of Pentacles, and there he is again. And his dogs. It's a being. For some of you, it is like working with this, I don't even know. It's like God himself. It's very... I don't know what I mean when I say that. It's like that energy. It's infinite. I don't know how to explain that. Okay, so what do you need? Tell me about this releasing. Okay. Release so that you can receive. Here's Ascended Master Yeshua, is what this always looks like to me when I see this. Walking on water, standing on water. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is about balance. Learning to alchemize. Telling you somebody's going to learn how to travel through their physical vessel. Elijah. And Elijah, I'm pretty sure, is the one who ascended and went off into the sky in a chariot, right? Elijah. Releasing. Focus on things of value. The Lost Emerald City. Dang, as soon as I look at this card, then I see so much more stuff. It's like it just showed up. It just appeared. Things are in divine order at this time. Cosmically, things are... It's so interesting. All of these stars are within this dome. These stars are within this dome. And see this lost city that kind of shows up back here? It's definitely a teacher teaching somebody something here. With seeing you're not alone and release. It's like the Fool. I feel like you have an ascended master in some way with the 33 and the 22 and the Galactic Federation showing up out here. I want to say it's like it's all within. They're showing me like the magic school bus, you know, when it shrinks down and it can go into the body. I do not know why they show me that. It's like, it's not going to be what you think it is. I don't freaking know, honey. We shrunk the kids. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the... I don't know why I'm seeing that. And it's like, you're not alone. Interdimensional travel through the mind, the consciousness. It's like, wow. Moving that consciousness from body to body. Very interesting. Okay. For the release. Here we go. So we're working on giving and receiving here. Giving and receiving. You're not alone. Oh, fucking Cheerio. The Ace of Wands. Throw me a rope here. The underlining energy is, it's like you are working with, I mean, that vine's coming straight from the heavens. Straight down from Asgard. King of Cups, Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. Oh, shit. So nobody told you you were a galactic slayer? Nobody told you about the lost city you've been traveling to for years? Moving long distances. You're not alone. The Seven of Pentacles is here. I just want to say, prepared to be, your spirit to be sublimated on a very deep intuitive level. The King of Cups comes out. Everybody's sitting on their throne. You know, everybody, every elemental, and I want to say elemental god, you know, or of that energy. Of that energy. King of Cups, huh? Look at all these guys. the High Priestess comes out with Galactic Federation. It's like you're definitely going through some sort of training, spiritual awakening on a very deep soul level that is having to do with compassion, this giving and receiving. There's a lot of intense feelings around this. I think when you start to step into that energy, or you're by a very universal, cosmic, wise being, star seed, you get to feel this very, it's like your mind can go on a journey. You know, you could be having some sort of supernatural experiences when somebody speaks or when you're around them. I want to say, I said this at the beginning of this reading, and I said, and I don't want to sound cliche, but I said, what you have put out there with your determination here, to go through, I mean, if you're losing your house, if you're lost an animal, if your family's falling apart, if you're having a hard time having drive in life for what you want to do, not sure what the next step is on your spiritual path, you know, it seems like when you've been met with chaos and calamity, there's a piece of you that just really steps through that twin flame aspect of your own being. This ascended master aspect that can move energy. I want to say for some of you too, on a very serious note, with the dark forces here, I really feel like somebody has had, I'm hearing an abomination, but somebody trying to destroy their entire Merkaba, to take them out. To take them out. And I'm hearing in the fourth realm. So that would be in the astro body. To take out the vehicle. The Six of Pentacles here. But what you've put out, I mean, see, because for some of you, you don't even realize that you are time traveling, that you are going, you're definitely on ships. Some of you are definitely on ships. Some of you are your astro body. Some of you, you levitate your whole fucking body out to where it needs to be. I mean, I'm seeing some, with the way my third eye works is they take me, they're showing me, you know, there's intense emotions around this for some reason. I don't know. I want to say for some of you too, with this freaking spiritual rebirth out here, it has a lot to do with the determination that you've had to stay in the light. And when I say that, it's like call judgment even on your own self when shit gets out of hand, or I need to understand this, to always have the ability or the gumption to want to go within and to look at these emotions. You know, there's a lot of work here somebody is putting in on their path to understand them own selves. What's their voice? What's the voice of the master? Is it me? You know, they're really writing these things down or going through these aspects of themselves. I am going to do a pull for a love reading here, but this is the Four of Wands that I am seeing here. With this releasing and this determination, I wonder if you haven't met somebody on this physical plane that you've played something similar out with, or that you are, maybe if you're not aware, that you are time traveling with, you know, that you have a very deep bond with in other realms, that comes through. Very deep understanding. And then you see them in the physical and it feels like there's something there with that, or I'm not sure if the person is still in the physical, or if this person's, you know, what's that song by Will? Wait a minute. Think I left my conscience on your front doorstep. In the sixth dimension. It's just interesting. This read is interesting. You know, and I feel like I can feel that question burning deep within me of, you know, wanting to understand and remember why we're doing these things, you know. I'm hearing that song. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn it back around. Said I don't want to leave you lonely. Leave you lonely. I do feel like for some of you, you will, or process of having somebody transition at this time in some way. It's already like they're dream walking, or having these profound out-of-body experiences as well. Very interesting dynamic here with the Merkaba. I do say, you know, I do say, with the transformation being out here in the Merkaba, some of you are a medium. You work with, there's just light. There's souls all around you. You know, I don't know, in some way it has to do with your purpose and what you do to, I don't even know, if you help these souls find, you know, their way. And when I said it sounded like somebody wanted to destroy your Merkaba on the fourth realm, or your astro body. This is so interesting. I also want to say too, for some people, if you had somebody leave, it's like they gave over their body. That astro body was like hijacked or bartered with in some way. I don't know. It's very interesting energy that comes in here. Okay. Off outside of the galactic world. Pick up a phone. It does nothing till you dial a number. Yeah, same with the gun. Till you dial the number 2533. 2533. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. My mom's family are Clarks in Kentucky. Oh, that's cool. Bill! Hello! I did my walk in nature, but I felt like I was walking, like Casey just said, out of body. Yeah. Dude, those moments come, huh? If you sit down and then, like, just say you're really at a relaxed state and then you fall asleep, and I'll be out for like 10 minutes and then I'll come back. And it's like, yeah, it's very supernatural anomalies have been happening around me. And me and being able to see, it's very interesting how spirit moves on and through other people, and then how the lower forces also will use, whether it's a monitoring spirit to irritate, aggravate, just being able to see into that spiritual warfare side of, that's why, you know, in the Bible, I believe it says we don't fight in flesh, we fight in the spirit, you know, for the common good, for the greatest good of all, for our future generations, these children, the elderly that have, our elders that have kept us fucking alive in here to this point, you know, battling the systems that they have. But it feels like, you know, yeah, the Hermit's out here too, and he looks so freaking cool. Check this dude out. And look, this mama going away with her babies in the boat. I seen an old place. Look at this one's pretty awesome too. The Four Swords. That's what I talked about, Alicia. Falling asleep for just a second, you know, and then being bam, bam. These are very cool cards. Okay, what do we have in love? For my beautiful collective. I love you guys. It has been the most beautiful weather here in Idaho. It's been a little, the wind started picking up just recently, but I mean absolutely sunny, gorgeous, beautiful. Mom, my friend, and I, we all got a bunch of yard work done over here. It was nice. Instead of weed eating the whole front yard out here on the farm, I got to do the push lawnmower, because Mom's riding lawnmower won't fit through the gate when they built it. They didn't build it wide enough, so. Okay, for love. Who's coming towards the collective? Who's coming towards the collective for the highest good of all? Who's coming towards the collective? The fucking Queen of Cups! Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Very loving, nurturing energy. Very loving, elegant. She looks elegant. She looks very in tuned with her being, and her eyes are closed too, as if, you know, this is an energy that also knows how to emotionally intelligent. The Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. I've got a Queen of Cups coming towards you. I'm going to close my door real fast. It's kind of chilly. Okay. You guys are so patient with me. Oh, I love it. So we've got the Queen of Cups coming towards you. All right. Their truest feelings. The Lovers and the Seven of Cups. Damn. Wow. There's just some decisions they're feeling that need to be made or looked at. You know, with the Seven of Cups here, it's very interesting. You have somebody who absolutely adores you here with the Seven of Cups. Look at this. In the Seven of Cups, he's holding the cup already, the one he wants. And I seen the Ace of Cups below at the bottom of the deck. When the first Queen of Cups, there's a lot of love and there's a lot of emotions out here that somebody has that is coming your way. I feel like this is somebody who is emotionally intelligent and emotionally wise. I keep saying that. Somebody, it feels like, is also looking for the same thing that you offer, that you bring to the table. And it feels like that has to do with your ability to be emotionally intelligent, tapped into yourself. Very wise, you know, don't play games. Nobody likes being emotionally manipulated. And that was one of the things that I had to go through in my shadow aspect was, I was just brought up around a lot of manipulative people. You know, I have 6 sisters, very beautiful women. So see a lot of, you know, men that act like that, you know, or try to manipulate in that way. And that's one of the things that I had to learn from. I even adopted the characteristic at one point of the manipulation as well. You know, who you hang around with, you know, tell me your 5 friends who you hang around with, and that, you know, you're at that frequency. Okay, so their feelings is the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. They've got their hand on a cup and they're looking into that big cup. Their truest intentions towards you. Their truest intentions towards you. I'm hearing the name Amber. Hair like ambers of red. What does he say in that? Is that Stranger Things or is that the red-headed girl? Okay, their truest intentions. Their 4 swords comes out. Their truest intentions. Dang. You have, let's look at you, how you're feeling about this person. How do you feel about this person coming towards you? I also want to say in the Lover's Cup, there is a lot of orbs around these two that are dancing in the night, right? When I look at this card with all of the colors, it feels very passionate. It feels very entwined, very magnetized. 2 energies that deeply understand one another because of the emotional intelligence here. Their intentions towards you is the 4 swords. This is looking pretty good. Let's see how you guys are feeling. How are you feeling about this energy coming towards you? Oh, wow. Your feelings are the High Priestess. I want to say if you're very, she's a psychic. She is very psychic. This energy is very, very tapped in. Somebody who doesn't really speak a lot and kind of keeps, you know, they're going to say what they need to say and nothing outside of that. They're very not secretive because they're, you know, she's in the upright. It's just because she holds sacred wisdom and knowledge. You know, not everything needs to be said. And that's what it feels like in this card too. It's more of something that's kind of felt between the two. I also want to say you might be feeling, or this person definitely, there's, whether it's mutual or not, that this is undoubtedly through it all with the Four Swords and the intentions here and the High Priestess, that both of you are very aware of the power within this dynamic that you share. It's unmatched. It's unlike others. It's very cosmic. It's very emotionally intelligent. It does have a lot to do with waking others up, what you've gone through. It's sharing that energy. It's a place for it to come to on Earth. Okay, so what's the obstacle here? Let's look at the obstacle. The obstacle is the Six of Wands. The obstacle is the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. So somebody could be, it feels like if somebody's going slow, it's almost like it's waiting for the energies to line up. The obstacle here, I feel like this is the universe. Yeah, it's just like karmically, and when I say that, energetically, putting pieces where they belong. The Six of Wands. There's victory here. The obstacle here is, it's like there is a burning desire between two people that it's like you don't probably want to do, you don't want to fuck it up like you fucked it up before. You know what I mean? When you get really excited and then you just kind of covet that person. This to me feels like, I want to say this feels like friends. You know what I mean? It's like when you've known somebody and then you start to connect with them and you see different aspect of them kind of, or I want to say there's somebody here who has always had their eye on you, your love. This person knows what they've wanted and you've known what you've wanted. And this person coming towards you is very aware of the dynamic. It feels like, if not spiritually, their intention is to understand that insight spiritually of why they feel so drawn to a purpose here. How do we help humanity? What can we grow? How can we help each other better understand one another? It feels very cosmic. The obstacle here is, it really is about maybe things are going a little bit slower than somebody else has anticipated. Maybe somebody's wanting to see a victory here. The Six of Wands is a victory, man. Knight of Pentacles, and I like the Knight of Pentacles. It's action, but it's slow action. You know, I appreciate this guy over time. This energy, I like the Knight of Pentacles, because sometimes when we rush in, we miss shit, you know? And it's not always going to be like that, but it's like, this time I want to use my emotional intelligence with this energy. Okay. The Queen of Cups. Tell me more. The Lovers. Why is there feelings the Lovers towards you? And I'm being guided to use a different deck. Look what's at the bottom of the deck here. Four of Swords again. Four of Swords. There's a lot of going within. I want to say somebody might have lots of dreams about you. They have, whether it's just daydreams or thoughts. I got the goosebumps right now, and I got like this really giggly type of feeling, flirty feeling of, I don't know, it's like I always think about you, you know? You've been on my mind. You hang on every word I say. Lost yourself in time. Ooh, at the mention of my name. Queen of Cups, shut it. Shut it down. Shut it down. Why the Lovers? The Two of Cups? Bottom of the deck of the Three of Pentacles. Okay. And I also want to say here, it's like, I think that this has already been formulated, these energies, as above, so below. Um, hmm. So interesting, because I feel two storylines here. I feel like for some of you, you're aware of this person, you know, with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. This tells me this is my, when two people come together and they have the same amount of love to offer, maybe different dynamics, but it felt like whether this is something that has spiritually grown you already, or you've already come into this evolved state through a spiritual awakening and are now just finding somebody who you never probably would have looked at in a way before. With the differences in their colors, it's like it's a very balanced energy that comes together. Very balanced energy. This is, to me, this is my, I keep hearing destiny. Just keep hearing destiny. This person undoubtedly feels a deep spiritual bond and connection to you. Something, whether this has helped them to transform or the way that they're able to look at things or observe things. There's been just person's feelings is, it's like maybe this person, or you know, they feel like you have these choices. You know, you're very intimidating in some aspects due to your intellect and your ability to be so elaborate in so many different areas. I keep hearing there's no, you're just different. It's just the way that you are. You're different, you know, and out of all those options that are here, and I said this is like my spiritual vending machine card here, it's like this person's eyes never come off of you, you know, or the emotions or the deep, they can't escape those feelings that they have. Even with all those other options, you know, old, new, I mean, different opportunities, and they've always maintained their eye on you here with the Lovers. Why the Seven of Cups? Oh, wow, that just flipped right out there, didn't it? Didn't it? Three of Swords in reverse. Is somebody waiting for you to heal here with the choice? It's like, I want to say for the other storyline, somebody here knows, okay, they're very advanced spiritually or just to themselves and their guides, and they allow the universe to lead them where they go. And they are somebody who has been very patient but very victorious. I keep hearing, I'm just afraid. So I don't know why. The Three of Swords in reverse. The Lovers is the choice. Somebody's afraid to speak up about something because they're afraid it's going to change everything if they do. You know, their feelings is, it feels like if they don't have, somebody has to speak something to you. They want to speak up. With the Eight of Wands out here and this heartbreak in reverse, you know, it's like even if this was this heartbreak with this person, it's like they have many options, and it's like, oh, constantly being drawn back to you. With the Lovers here, constantly being drawn back to the feeling of that you feel like home. How does this person see you? How does this person see you? The High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. I already have the High Priestess out here for your feelings towards them. Huh. Side note, now this is going to be out there for my deeper minds. Can we just look at this for a moment? I have the High Priestess out here twice. Your feelings for them and their feelings for you. How do you see them? Or how do they see you? You got the Ten of Swords and the High Priestess. Your feelings for them was the High Priestess. Why does it feel like there's something secretive around this in this aspect? Like I said, somebody's advanced and already knew about this destiny, whether I mean, it was an opportunity or probability for something to happen or play out a specific way. Um, for some of you, it's like it has not gotten to that point to where you guys have actually been able to have this sort of interaction with one another, you know. For some of you, you've already been with this person, you know, time and time again. With the Lovers and the Two of Cups out here, this tells me this is a relationship or an energy that comes in for deep emotional healing purposes with the Ten of Swords here. So they could either be seeing you as somebody who knows how to navigate through heartbreak, and you're very spiritually intelligent or wise in that way. I'm going to pull another one for the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. Or they see you as somebody who, I keep hearing wise one. Wise one. The Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something here about setting yourself free. I don't think there's a lot of adoration here for your ability to ascend. Your ability to ascend. You got the Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords out here, and as she's looking into this, you know, I think you're a seer. I think this person sees you as a seer, or knew that whatever this heartbreak you went through would, if you did evolve and choose to ascend from it, that you would become this High Priestess, right? Somebody who's very tuned into angels, God, Holy Spirit, whatever you work with, however you do you. Nature, whatever way. I want to say somebody who's very aware of you, or was awakened before you in some way. I'm going to check out their intentions with the Four of Swords here, because I want to say somebody either, I don't know, if they like to be where you're at, you know, so maybe they astro project or aerial view you in close proximity, you know, to connect better. You know, somebody, I'm telling you, there's a great deal of love out here, and I feel like this person knows something, and I don't think that they're going to say, I don't think that they're going to bring it out as far as spiritually or why you guys met or how it's supposed to be, because I think that that's the whole point here, is somebody's wants you to choose them in that way, your soul to choose them, not to be influenced by anything else. I'm hearing it's a hell of a time right after a massive heartbreak, you know, trying to, yeah, it feels like somebody out here has a lot of options. A lot of options in many ways. The Chariot comes out here. Why is the intention the Four of Swords? There's deep love out here, and there's a deep soul recognition out here. If not both by now, because I see the obstacle is somebody's moving a little bit slower towards this victory. It's like, come on, you can, like, don't you remember? Don't you get it? Don't you remember? And so the intention here, I wonder if this person's not trying to help guide your dreams in some ways, or I'm hearing astrologically with the Four of Swords here. This is some sort of warrior, okay? This is somebody who goes in a protector. You know, perhaps this person does protect you in the fourth realm, the astral realm, spiritual realm in that way. Spiritual warfare is a very real thing for those of you. I mean, if you're sitting in the High Priestess, or that energy's come out twice within this read, there's definitely, I'm talking to some highly spiritual enlightened beings. Somebody who are warriors of going within the heart, the mind, breaking down the paradigm and the systems within their family dynamics, boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever, you know, that is shit on you, broke your heart, that you've done your choices. It's that evolutionary part of the soul, that recognition that says, okay, this physical body is my vessel to move about. I get that. But I need my spiritual body too, and I feel like I just can't escape the fact that I feel like this person already is trying to work with you on that level. Probably, perhaps, before you understand that. I'm seeing Angel Love 333 right now. Is this resonating with anybody? Two of Pentacles for the Four of Swords. Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody watches over you. Seven of Swords here. This to me is, and you've got the Queen of Wands and the Two of Pentacles with somebody who, one, there's a deep attraction here that somebody has. Deep, I don't know if it's just you magnetized in whatever way. This person goes, I'm telling you, whether they monitor in whatever way, this is a very advanced spiritual person, somebody who has honored their spirit and their body and has found ways to connect with that for higher purposes. I don't know how this person awakened, so I mean, they're very tuned in, very loving, very loving. And it's like there's a message out here about whatever this heartbreak or this choice was. And I want to say it's like it was never a fucking choice. It was always you, what I'm hearing. It's always been you. You know, I wonder if this didn't have something to do with some sort of mental manipulation in some ways. Just from, I wonder if it's not having to do with fear. Because there's definitely some sort of growth here that if this hasn't been a relationship, this is what's coming towards you. This energy's coming through this person. We talked about the consciousness and, you know, higher dimensional beings being able to adapt into, well, channel through others. We're magnificent beings, guys. We're very magnificent beings, and we're limitless. We've just been told we're fucking not, and we've believed that for so long. That it's wrong to do cards or to tap into spirit or to know no, it's not. That's just how they keep us asleep. This is somebody who's aware, very aware, with a message about what was the heartbreak pertaining to. I felt fear. Felt fear. And on the other note, I think you scare the shit out of somebody too at the same. We've got neglect and obscurity. In the unknown, there's room for endless possibility. So it's like, I don't know why somebody's having a hard time. It's like, it's up to you, I feel like, or this person, because their feelings is, I want you to make a choice. I need you. I want to talk to you about whatever this other options was, and I'm talking about whether this is moving somewhere, living somewhere, connecting, what are things going to look like in the future. You know, you definitely have somebody in their feelings wanting to communicate something with you about maybe a fear that they have of being neglected or left out in some way, you know, or that was what triggered the situation. Tend to your inner guardian and it will flourish, you know. And it feels like if that was one of the spiritual lessons here, is that both people would make the other have to go within and to look at an aspect of themselves and say, yeah, you are different than me, but I love and adore every bit of you. The part of you that's broken, I want to help pick that inner child up and heal, help you, be there, hold space for you, you know. And sometimes we don't get to do that together. Sometimes we separate and we split up and we go our own ways until we learn our lessons. As far as letting go, forgiveness, what is important, what's not, you know, not letting our eyes lead us astray, thinking the grass is greener on the other side, you know, being honorable and committed to somebody when you say that, you know. And it means in all ways you want to see somebody flourish for the greatest good of themselves, you know. It really is, even if we go our own ways or we're different, you know. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love and the intention to share that love. Why do you feel about them, the High Priestess? The Six of Wands. It's out here twice. This is tripping me out. You guys like mirroring. You see them as a victory too. See, your feelings for them is you see the light that they hold. They're different in whatever way this is. You know, you see this person as a victorious energy as well. Spiritually, I'm telling you, spiritually there's something going on a whole nother level here. With this here, this is normally like when my angelic team comes together and they're bringing a message, or that they've orchestrated things through for the highest good of all. Through two people loving and becoming emotionally intelligent within themselves, and then being able to heal that neglect within their own spirit to love that in somebody else's. It's a beautiful gift to share with somebody else, and with that comes great gratitude for the transformation that both parties are able to have. And this is a very spiritual, very if you don't know now why something occurred or why it has, you're going to. Whether it's through your own guides that are bringing you this, or it's a sudden realization that you have, you're going to understand it. In the blockage, you had the Six of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, which was a slow-moving energy, and it's just so interesting. And then they seen you as the High Priestess as well. The Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I want to say, tell me about this encounter, these energies coming together, the soul level here, the realization, embrace, wow, to embrace one another. I wonder if you guys have met, for some of you, or if this is somebody that, if this is just a manifestation for some of you. I think a lot of this is done through meditative, or you opening your heart space, and loving on yourself. When you're doing that, there's a deep magnetization here, but I'm telling you, it feels like a masculine that protects a feminine energy here. They're in the physical, but they're doing this spiritually as well. They're sending protection. They go within and they try to help with balance. It's like, it's very interesting. It's a very loving energy. It's almost like, in the military when you have your second, your sergeant, okay? And you have, that's the guy that goes and gets all your shit done for you. And it feels like, I don't know if you guys galactic battle or have spiritually battled together in other realms and you've met, and it's like this is a whole new thing, a whole new energy that comes through, and you're learning things about each other on different levels of what each other have been through, and that is bringing some sort of balance, and there's a lot of passion here. But I also feel like somebody's known you previous to this, and somebody does send out that protection. Somebody does go within and tries to spiritually absolve things, or to, and it's for the highest good of all, because I feel like this person sees demonic spirits, or is able to remove things, or works in the astral realm. They're like a protector. Guardians of the gate. I'm hearing guardians of the gate. And look at him, That's a whole ass guardian of the gate. That's a good looking man. Welcome to Valhalla. The lovers. Oh, the lovers. Strength. You are stronger than you realize. Through the times may be tough, remember that you have the courage and resilience to go through it. Your inner strength will help you overcome all obstacles. Dang, I've never gotten this one out of this deck. I told you, this other energy, and I'm looking at honor. Respect for yourself and others is key to your growth. Have you felt a lack of respect in some areas of your life? By setting clear boundaries and honoring yourself, the world will follow suit. Courage. Courage is the power to overcome any obstacle. Are you facing a tough decision? Don't shy away. Take a leap forward and discover your own strength. With the choice being here, because the Lovers has always been a choice card, speaking in the tarot. And then you've got also choices sitting right next to it in the feelings with strength and courage. I also want to say that somebody doesn't know how to tell you something on a very deep, intimate level. Whether this is could ruin a friendship possibly, or make things. I think somebody thinks maybe, if I just stay where I'm at with you, whether this is in the spirit realm and this is where you guys are meeting up and connecting, okay? Or if this is actually in the physical and this person physically knows you and they hold nothing but love for you, Open it! Oh, hold on just a second. Okay. I am back. If somebody doesn't want to speak up because they don't want things to change the way that it is, I'm going to say with the strength and courage out here, it's like I feel like the divine is leading this energy into, or this is your manifestation. Either way, there's alignment here. Tell me more about this connection, Holy Spirit, holy angels, for the highest good of the collective. Take the first step. Somebody's being nudged. Go within comes out again. It's like there's a deep decision here on a very, some of you, it's going to be you choosing yourself. For some of you, you have a choice between two different energies, you know. I want to say they both feel like kindred spirits. You've known both of them, have had lessons with, you know, both of these energies. But they're both very different. It feels like one is a lot more cosmic and a lot smoother of an energy. And this other connection feels with the differences here, rough physical lessons in the physical realm together, as far as learning to evolve in unconditional love and forgiveness. So your guidance out here is telling us to take the first step. And I said, it's very cosmic here. There's a lot of having courage and strength out here in this relationship. This person feels very deeply for you. It's a very, this energy feels very like much a protector, a warrior. This person feels very silent too, you know, more quiet, more of an observer in that way. I told you, somebody who, with the High Priestess out here twice, there's two psychic people that are very aware of their selves, for one. Whether this is just starting or igniting something, we're going to see. The guidance here is take the first step. $93. I wish they wouldn't put the writing in light blue. I can't see it. Can you please put that in like some black for me? I've got. Take the first step. Where are you? 93. Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take the first step. Muhammad Ali. Throughout your life, there will be many creations you desire to bring forth. Your higher self is reaching out to ask you to take a courageous leap forward in order to create a desire you hold deeply in your heart. For most, the first step into the unknown is frightening, filled with uncertainty and unpredictable variables of the journey ahead. Many question if they will have the proper resources, support, and assistance to truly manifest, and they end up defeating themselves before they even begin. If you are enmeshed in the elusive world of fear, then the first step will appear perilous. But if you trust in the knowledge of your higher self, then that step will be a joyous one. This card reveals that it is time to break free from the chains of fear and be brave. Dear Spirit, have the courage to venture into the unknown, since each step will move you towards your dreams and your destiny. If you find yourself collapsing into a state of worry and anxiety, look at your higher self in this card. She is taking a step with glee and enthusiasm, almost in an enjoyable dance-like fashion. She knows that this will bring what this will bring for you, and she is excited to help. Will you trust her? If you are attempting to begin a new business, consider moving to a new location, or you are trying something outside of your comfort zone, this card encourages you to take the first risk. After taking your first step, trust in your higher self will nudge you into the appropriate following steps. Rest assured that you are supported on your journey of moving forward. And that came out, you know, with the release here too in the overall. Ow. I got a pretty bad burn over there, and I got a pretty bad burn on my arm yesterday. I'm all messed up. I've been having a lot of fun hiking. Oh man, kayaking. My shoulders are just absolutely so sore. From the higher self. Guidance from the higher self. Determination is key, courage and strength with resilience. Damn, what are you up against here? Up against hope. Where is that deck? What's this taking? What's the resilience and determination? What is the courage? What are you going through that you need all of this? Seek the light. Follow your inner guidance. Mindful of dangers, risk of being burned, flying blind, persistent journey, flying blind. Okay, so right now that's one of the things, looking for these messages and trying to understand where you're being led to. There's a lot here about trust. I'm seeing the initials UAC. You're stronger than you realize. Face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. Your guides are saying here, follow your inner guidance. Be mindful of the dangers. Subtle magic is all around. Otherworldly wisdom. Keep a sense of wonder. Build creative power. It feels like for some of you, the resilience that you need here is to not fall in the mundane. It feels like to stay creative within your own journey and how you're traveling through the obstacles in your life. There's a lot of gurus. There's a lot of very wise people out there. But like I said earlier, your greatest teacher is going to be the one within. Start tuning into that. Very powerful energy. Trusting that. Whispering stones and wailing winds. Embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed. There's deep revelations here. And if you found yourself in that state of judgment, or whether it's of yourself or of others, it's like I feel somebody has held on for a very long time to judgments of others, or how you think a relationship should be, or how to love, or whatever it is that is paradigmed, that is system and programmed in such a way. Amidst chaos, find your anchor in past experiences. Rise above the turmoil. So you're going through some shit right now, or on the verge of coming out of it. Your guides are beckoning you to maintain faithful in your prayers for yourself, communicating with yourself on what you're going through. Man, instead of how do I feel about this, or I would like to see this move in this way. Allow your heart to soften as you process your grief. Don't become bitter. So I said, and it feels like throughout this read, there's been somebody or a collective of people that have had to really face letting go. Whether this is in death, people that have died or passed away out of your life that were your soulmates, that you were absolutely... you went through a lot of things with, and maybe you're questioning the universe. Show me how to take the next step forward. Show me how to move forward in my life. And it feels like this has been a self journey here for a little bit for you. Going out into, an unknown world to your own self. Trying to understand your emotions and move through the day to day. But this goes so much deeper than that. You're a very vast person, and there's many layers to you, many layers. Realizing that you have this very unique expression of the soul, and just the way your sense of humor. Somebody here, use your creativity and your sense of humor to allow yourself to remember to be free. We get caught in patterns of wanting to feel secure and safe, and it's easy to say, well, it would be easier if I went this route, I wouldn't have to. And it's like, I think your higher self's nudging you in a different route, a route that you do have to be fearless on. And it is, when you take this route, it feels like you naturally let go of things from the past. You don't have to carry them. You realize you're not trying to fix anything. You're just forging the new path ahead. You're walking forward. You're not looking back. And that's taken a lot of strength. A lot of strength to let go, especially if you're somebody who is very just loving. When people attach and gravitate to you easily, you probably have this way of bringing deep rooted things out of people they just want to divulge and talk to you about. It's you're a cosmic resting place for a lot of people. But some people, it feels like, perhaps stay too long in your life, or have a tendency to drain your light. That maybe this person in some ways resembles somebody in your childhood life that we naturally will gravitate back to those type of people, because it's comfortable. Some of us get so used to mental and physical abuse. When we were unawakened, just think about that, the shit we would put up with. Hell no, I ain't putting up with that stuff now. I love myself too much, because when we're getting ourselves out of the thicket, or we're, transitioning or moving to a new place, or people die and other people that, they don't show up for us. We show up for ourselves, and you've only team and friends that you've had is your own spirit guides and yourself. That's your ride or die right there. That's what it's about, is finding that bond with yourself. So when you go within, you can check into yourself and say, hey, I'm feeling a little off. Why? Trusting your intuition, being able to understand that you're a lot stronger than you ever thought you were, for one. Two, that maybe every road, when you do have to backpedal, it does allow you to pick up other armor, or to pick up other understandings, or to go back, and maybe you don't even realize it, but you spiritually do help people to get deeper insights within their own being. You have a very loving connection, and somebody who cares a deep amount about you. It feels like that there is courage needed here on both sides, to not waver in the face of fear, of backpedaling perhaps, or insecurities that arise. It's Spirit's really focusing on the moving forward aspect here. I had to write backwards in the Navy. What's up, Emilio? My spiritual team picked me up when I got left for dead, for real. You already possess everything necessary to become great. Native American proverb. Grace isn't a little prayer you chant before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. The world is before you, and you need not take it or leave it as it was when you came in. Being powerful isn't like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are one, you aren't. Go forward in life with a twinkle in your eye and a smile in your face, but with great and strong purpose in your heart. Don't let people pull you into their storms. Pull them into your peace. All right, guys. Let's get an angel number. Hope you guys are all had a good Memorial Day weekend. We had a blast. I will be posting some shorts too of some of the beautiful places I went and seen. If you guys are interested in a personal read with me, my email address is angeldynasty33@gmail.com. Thank you, Jason. You can email me, and then we can set up what we want to pay with. Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App for your personal read, and I'll send you the link. It's the only way you can get a personal read with me is through my email. For those of you that have ordered a personal read with me, I have several of them that are uploading at this time. Just be on the lookout in your inbox. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Angel number for the beautiful collective. Oh my gosh, you can't make it up. 11, 11, and 1, 1, 1. I know somebody asked for it to be their sign, to be the ones. God, it's beautiful outside. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Barely a cloud in sight. Need to go water my garden. Okay, so you got wishes coming true. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. And you know what's so crazy is because that kind of really tapped into the energy that I had for the person that was coming towards you, that protector, whether that's crazy. Somebody loves you a lot. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust the process. 1111. Grace and gratitude. Is it cloudy over there? Oh, it's freaking beautiful. I was thinking about taking some of my cards out there and setting up at the picnic table, but then as soon as I sat my phone down and went over there, it started getting really windy, and I'm like, wow, that's not very cool. I was lost until I found you all. I like cloudy, rainy days. Yeah, Bill, I'll get you scheduled, but it probably won't be until next week, probably. Absolutely. I was thinking about starting something for couples, who want to do couple reads. So I was thinking about putting that out there. Because I know that there's several people that have asked about doing reads together. So I can do that. If you guys are interested in that, go ahead and email me. Thank you, Arvind Casey. Thank you so much. So nice of you. Looking beautiful. Thank you, Emilio. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to bust out some personal reads, and I will talk to you guys. I might get on a little bit later. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. Might be a good night to go fish if it doesn't get too windy. All right, I love you. Kisses from Idaho. You guys take care.